What's up, everybody? My name is Hayden Jones. I'm here on SA Boxing Talk, and we're going to be talking right now about Dereck Chrisora versus David Price. Two guys that are almost there, that are trying to push the levels to contest for a world title again. Obviously, a win for either guy, let's just speak straight, takes them just a little bit closer to fighting the fringe world level contender. When I mean that, I mean like, you know, perhaps another fight against Dillian Whyte, somewhere up there, Luis Ortiz. Before you can beat, you gotta beat those guys before you can obviously step up to like Deontay, Anthony or Andrew Ruiz, the winner between those two. I don't want to preempt that result. Yeah, basically Tyson Fury as well, and considering that conversation, the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. Yeah, so David Price, Dereck Chrisora. Let's get straight into this one. David Price, obviously a behemoth of a man, really big guy. Has been known, obviously I'm going to state the obvious, to not being able to take the best of punches, and Dereck Chrisora has been known to deliver some serious punches. Anyway, David Price coming off a good win against Dave Allen, that brought him back. Of course, just before the Dave Allen fight, he had that incident with Cash Ali, who I think had bitten him. He had given him a nice love bite. I can't remember where it was. It could have been... It was somewhere on him. Anyway, that's what happened in that one. So David Price running on a three fight win streak. Little bit of confidence, beats Dereck Chrisora. He can go straight back, sort of to, as I said, the fringe world title contenders. And then, of course, Dereck Chrisora, the Zimbabwean-born Brit, has his opportunity too. If he beats David Price, he goes on to do the exact same thing. So both guys have that incentive to fight the guys just below the world title shots. Anyway, Dereck Chrisora is a puncher. He's coming off a good win against Arthur Szpilka. I think a lot of people expected Szpilka to perhaps win that fight. And when I say a lot of people, I think the boxing purists might have just gone for it because of the performance against Deontay Wilder, where Szpilka was far ahead on the scorecards before getting clipped by Deontay Wilder. And of course, this leads you to the fact that never doubt Dereck Chrisora. Because Dereck Chrisora, again, a puncher. Never doubt a puncher. Keep reiterating the same thing, but it is what it is, particularly in the heavyweight division. The guys are very heavy-handed. Chrisora comes for war. In fact, Chrisora Dillian Whyte was one of the best fights, and who knows if it happens again. I know Dillian Whyte has his own ambitions. He wants to achieve his own things, but in the same breath, it might be a good thing. So where they're fighting at the O2 Arena. You know, David Price came in as a late replacement. It's happening this weekend. In fact, it's happening on Saturday evening. And I just want to quickly go into the main event. Obviously, there was a lot of controversy with what Chrisora had said with the Vaseline. You know, everyone that watches boxing will know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, the main event, Josh Taylor, Regis Progress. I made a video a couple of months ago talking about that fight. So if you haven't yet seen it, I advise you to go ahead and do so. Anyway, a good bill for the rest of it. Ricky Burns against Lee Selby. Yves Ngabu versus Lawrence Okoli. I'm particularly looking forward to that one. I think Yves Ngabu is a big danger, and I think Lawrence Okoli speaks for himself as one of the best household name. Conor Benn as well on here, and then just the rest of the undercard. But basically, let's get back to the fight. David Price versus Dereck Chrisora. Let's see who gets chin first. Which guy's going to go? David Price hits hard. Don't doubt him. And Dereck Chrisora hits hard. David Price doesn't necessarily take the shots. I'm going to go for Dereck Chrisora by knockout in round number 4. Controversial? Maybe. Between 2 and 4, but I'm thinking 4. Because I'm thinking Price is going to stay around for a while. But eventually he's going to succumb to a Chrisora bomb, and that's just going to be the end of the night. I don't know. I don't see him landing on Chrisora the way I see Chrisora landing on Price, if that makes sense. And so that's why I'm actually going for Chrisora 4th round knockouts over David Price. That's who I think is going to win. If you disagree, obviously you're entitled to do so. Have your say in the comments section. Like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content. I hope you guys all well. Have a good day. Cheers.